Hey guys, real quick, I want to talk to you about two options for your lineman's rope or your tree tether. Now, when I started in the saddle hunting, I originally started off with the Samson Predator rope. This rope is 11.4 millimeters. It's super strong, super durable, and it was kind of the most budget-friendly option at $27.99, I believe. And so, of course, as all this stuff is developing, I became aware of a rope that was from Sterling. It's called the Sterling OpLux, and it looks a little bit like this right here. And you know, you hear about it, and this rope, the Sterling rope, is 8 millimeters. And so, you know, you think just on paper, you're trying to visualize what 8 millimeter looks like compared to 11.4 millimeter. And so I think it was in January of this year, 2020, I was at the outdoor show in Harrisburg, and I visited the tree saddle booths. I think there was Wild Edge, trophy line saddles, and out on a Limb was also there. And so as I was just kind of circling and looking at the new Shikar sticks and all that, I noticed, and I was able to get firsthand experience of this Sterling OpLux rope. And so when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's super thin. And then I picked it up and I was like, man, that feels super lightweight compared to what I was used to. And I know we're talking ounces overall, but it's kind of the same as if you add ounces to your bow. You can detect that if you got enough time with it. So I want to go over real quick, just for those that might be on the fence of whether this upgrade to the Sterling would be worthwhile. I want to go over a few of the differences quick, and then I want to kind of turn this camera around so you can see what it looks like maybe in a live view versus just specs on paper, and maybe that will help you make your decision. So let me turn this camera around real quick, and then I'll rattle off some specs for you. All right, so again, here on the left, right here, you have the Samson Predator rope. And if you have this rope, a lot of people use the Ropeman 1 ascender that goes with it. This Duck Kong ascender, it will also work with this. If I would have known or been privy to this Duck Kong, I probably would have just gotten that to begin with. It goes from anywhere from 8 millimeter to 13 millimeter, and you can see this on the side right there. And so that's the specs that it runs. And so I probably would have just went with that to begin with. I have nothing against the Ropeman. It worked perfectly fine on this Samson Predator. But you can see, and this is kind of what I wanted to do here, is just give you a visual of what these two ropes look like side by side. And so actually just by the visual of it, and even when you have it in person, and I know it's not, but this Sterling, it appears to be half the size as the Samson Predator. Now, the Samson Predator, again, this rope is 11.4 millimeter. It weighs, with a Ropeman 1 ascender, it weighs about that 11.8 ounce weight, 11.9 ounces, and it's 8 foot long if you get it off of like double step, or you can make them yourself. So for two of these with two Ropeman 1 ascenders, you're looking at that 23 to 24 ounce mark for two of them. It has a 6,000 pound rating, which is just, I mean, nobody's going to have to worry about the weight rating of these ropes. The rope by itself, without the Ropeman 1, was about the 9.2 ounces. And so it also has a 5-inch sewn eye right here, and it comes in at $27.99 off a double step. Now, if you're looking at minimalizing your setup, then you're going to be looking at this Sterling OpLux rope. It's a 6.9 with this Duck Kong ascender. It's 6.9 ounces, and that's at 8.5 feet long. So about 14 ounces for two of these with the Duck Kong ascenders. The rope by itself, just this Sterling rope at the 8.5 foot mark, is about 4.2 ounces. And so both of these are pretty abrasive resistance on trees and stuff of that nature. This Sterling rope is an actual tactical rope, and so it's super highly abrasive. And it also has a 6-inch sewn eye if you're getting it from Wild Edge. So this is where I purchased it from. Comes from the Wild Edge booth at that show. You can get it right on their webpage. And I know that doublestep.com, they also sell this rope, but I believe you have to do your own eye and stuff of that nature. So on Wild Edge, this rope, 8.5 feet, it is $39.99. And so again, I just wanted to kind of go over a few facts with it, and then just kind of get up close and personal for you, those of you that are, you know, on the fence, and just kind of show you what it looks like close up, the difference. And one thing, you know, also that you take into consideration if you're hunting on a rainy day, the amount of water that this will absorb versus this. And so that's also a factor. And again, I know you're talking ounces, but that's what the name of this game, saddle hunting. It's becoming as minimalistic as you can, so you can be more mobile. So again, there you have it, the Samson Predator and the Sterling OpLux. If you got any questions, feel free to let me know. Just comment, or you can private message me through the Facebook, where I'm going to post this also. Anyway, you guys take care. Thanks for watching.